This is PBS.
Hello and welcome to part one of Windsor Television's two-part series entitled Reunited at Last. I'm Prudence Stewart Greene, and I'll be taking you on a most unusual journey. Reunited at Last is the story of three men, monozygotic triplets who were separated at birth, identical triplets who haven't seen each other since they were adopted by different families 28 years ago. Tonight's presentation will introduce you to these men 1 week before they are scheduled to be reunited in New York City. Terry Fraser was adopted by Frank and Tess Fraser, heirs to the Fraser petroleum fortune. Terry still resides here in Texas. Carmine Benedetti was adopted by an Italian-American family in Brooklyn, New York. He works in New York as a cement fixer.
Yes!
Michael Regan's adopted parents divorced when he was only a year old. His mother returned to her native England, where Michael was raised. He now lives here in Los Angeles. Join them as they are about to embark on an amazing voyage of family discovery. Reunited at last. I began my interviews with Terry Fraser. We filmed him at the start of his workday here at the Fraser Petroleum Empire in Dallas, Texas.
Oh, at 2020, they want him the reunion.
I started the discussion by asking how they had come to find each other after all these years.
And I'd like to say that I spent a long time working on this, but the truth is, it must have taken me about 45 minutes. Had my secretary place a couple of telephone calls, and whammo! Before I knew it, faster than a hog slopped in margarine, I had two brothers.
It was really weird, right? I get this telephone call from this Kenny Rogers sounding guy, right? And he starts telling me he's my brother, right? And I'm like, get out of here! I figured it was one of my buddies, you know, playing tricks on me. But then he knows all this shit about me, right?
And then after that, they called me, which was really amazing because, you know, they called me on this three-way conference call thing, which was the first surprise because I never had one of those. And then the second surprise was that I have brothers.
And so you know very little about your origins.
I know one thing. My mother was Italian.
Our mother was French.
Our mom was French and Italian.
Though the three men disagreed on several points, we became aware of some astonishing similarities, like a craving for pistachio nuts.
Would you care for pistachio nut?
Have you got pistachio cream decaffeinated?
Are you? I asked each of the brothers if they were married.
I am engaged to be married to one of the loveliest young ladies you'd ever want to meet.
Madeline and I are getting married in June, and I'm looking forward to raising a family. I'm 28 years old, and I think it's about time.
No, I'm not married. I was engaged a few years ago, but right now, I'm a 28-year-old bachelor. Don't worry, I'm not gay or nothing like that. I'm 100% normal.
You know, I find it's amazing that you just automatically assume that I'm heterosexual, because I'm not. I haven't come out to my brothers yet, but I'm gay. I'm queer.
I asked Mr. Benedetti about his work as a cement mixer.
You know, I just make sure that the cement is handled, basically.
I see that
I mix it, I mix cement, I fill cement, you know, basically everything that pertaining to cement.
Well, right now I'm working as a waiter, but I want to do valet parking. There's more money there, out here, you know. But really, I'm a performance artist. That's my main passion.
I am CEO of Fraser Oil. I sit on the board. Basically, I run the company.
Just trying to keep oil efficient and available and affordable for the little guy. See, I am very pro-America, and our company helps to keep U.S. dollars in the hands of U.S. people, see? And, well, that's the way it should be.
Are you well paid doing this?
To be a performance artist? No. I do it because I love it. You know, I do it I don't do it for money. I don't believe you should do anything for money. I think that's wrong. I think that's totally immoral.
Yes, I'm well paid. Hey, I'm probably too well paid.
I'm very well paid now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm in the union. Yeah, I'm in the union. You got your overtime, you got your double time, and on the holidays you got your triple-double overtime. I'm doing really good now. I just went and bought myself a brand new Camaro.
I inquired
you're
farther
politically
from Greene
motivated.
about
Oh,
his work as a
definitely, that's
performance
the point.
artist.
Right now I'm working on this piece that I've created for about me discovering that I'm a triplet and about my brothers. Three brothers. Monozygotic triplets formed from a single fertilized egg that divides to create 3 embryos that are for all practical purposes genetically identical, genetically identical, genetically identical.
Well, Sir Richard, I must say that was quite some performance art experience for me.
Thank you. Did you really like it?
I think I did, yes.
Three brothers.
I was going to ask you what this rather strange appendage is.
That's the umbilical cord, of course. Mother, I know that you would have kept us together, loved us, biologically loved us, if only we didn't live under a tyranny that saves the wealth for a few. And this is a forum in which I can do this without having to, have lots of money and ask, please, oh please, Mr. Government, and please, Mr. Straight Man, please give me the money to let me do, what I was born to do. So performance art is a great outlet for me to express myself and, express the rage, of course. Monozygotic triplets formed from a single fertilized egg. A single fertilized egg.
I asked Carmine what the phrase identical triplets meant to him.
Identical triplets?
Yes.
Well, that means when 3 people look exactly alike, right?
To me, identical triplets is one of the Lord's miracles.
I asked the brothers about religious beliefs.
Do I believe in God? Definitely. I got the fear of God instilled in me as a very small kid.
We're trained to believe that God is sort of floating above us like a granddad, an evil granddad, and I believe that God is within us, that we are God.
Yes, I do. I believe in the Lord very much. I'm a Christian, and the Bible is my map to Him. See, I believe that if you wander too far from the Word of God, that you are straying right into Satan's domain. Nowadays, it seems like there's so many New Age kooks running around. I mean, take Shirley MacLaine, for instance. Now, I'm certain she's a really nice gal, but I'll be damned if she's God.
Jacket is God, and the wire and my umbilical cord, it's all God.
Who did you vote for this year?
Who did I vote for? How can you ask me that after 12 years of pushing people down and treating them like dirt?
I vote for? How can you ask me that? I'd die before I'd be responsible for putting a Democrat into the White House.
I voted for Clinton, of course.
I was thinking about voting, I really was. But you know, then I figured them guys are all a bunch of crooks anyhow, you know what I mean?
Terry spoke to me of his plans for the family reunion.
When my brothers and I get together, we're going to go out to dinner. And I've made reservations for us at Cafe Des Artistes on Central Park West.
It's a nice vegetarian restaurant.
Maybe we go to Beefsteak Charlie's. They got all the sangria you can drink and it's included.
And how do you think your brothers are going to respond to you?
Well, of course.
Well, they'll like me, I'm sure.
You're pretty certain about that?
Sure I am.
They'll like me. Why the hell shouldn't they?
In conclusion, I asked each of them what they expected to receive from meeting their brothers.
That's a hard one.
Well, that's a hard one.
What do I think I'm going to get from meeting them? That's a very hard question. I don't know. First of all, I think it's going to be like looking at a couple of mirrors. Because supposedly these guys look exactly like me. And it's like they're total strangers, but they're my brothers.
And I never had any brothers. Seemed like all my friends had brothers. Somebody to rough house with or go hiking or whatever, and I missed out on that. All my life I have felt as though there were some kind of hole in me.
Some sort of a gap, something missing. And I never knew what it was. And now I feel like I know what it is. It's my brothers. They've been missing. So I expect to receive a sense of wholeness.
3 men tied by genetics, yet separated by class and culture, by values and mores, by goals and desires, by beliefs and attitudes, by... Thank you for joining us for part 1 of our 2-part series entitled Reunited at Last. Please be sure to tune in next week for part 2, where we will join the triplets as they meet for the first time in 28 years. Till next week, this is Prudence Stewart Greene for Windsor Television. Good night.
I mean, we're triplets. I mean, how different could we be?
We do everything alike, we look alike, we dress alike, we walk alike, we talk alike, and what is more, we hate each other very much. We hate our folks, we're sick of jokes on what an art it is to tell us apart. If one of us gets the measles,
Another one gets the measles.
then all of us gets the measles, and mumps and croup. How I wish I had a gun, a widow gun. It would be fun to shoot the other two and be only one.